when dating meant meeting someone at the bar or being set up by your sister's friend's cousin. Well, now the bar has been replaced by your phone, and the cousin is the algorithm.
That's right. Maybe your kids are using these apps, or you're thinking about rediscovering romance in places you never knew existed on the internet. So today we are breaking down the latest digital love trends with Dr. Jess Ghilani. So happy to have you here. I feel like I need educated in this because I have a lot of friends who are using apps like this, but I'm not very familiar, and it's expected to continue to be used widely in this next year.
Yeah, it's a massively popular and massively crowded space, the technologized dating options that exist. And I admit I don't have firsthand experience either, but I've talked to my students a lot and I've talked to my friends a lot. And it is just how so many people meet other people. I can't remember the last wedding I went to where people met in person. Yeah, like they're all online, you know, dating related weddings. So that's kind of proving that it's working.
Yeah, I just think it's normalized at this point. But let's talk a little bit about a specific app of which I had never heard of before. It's called Raya, R-A-Y-A.
Yes. Yeah, I kept hearing.
Raya? Is it Raya or
I honestly don't know, embarrassingly. I kept reading about it in the news and was like, why is everyone talking about the Disney Dragon movie? Because
that's what I felt the same way.
As a mom, that was what I assumed it was. But apparently it is a dating app that's trying to fill a niche or a niche where the people on it are very carefully screened and it's very exclusive.
So, because I think that we can run into a lot of people who are problematic or trolls, and I don't know why somebody would want to create a fake dating profile just to kind of lead somebody on, but it happens.
Yeah, it does. And I think when you're putting yourself out there for love or for just romance, it's a leap of faith that makes you feel really vulnerable. So the idea of this being a rigorous screening process, I imagine is very comforting to a lot of people. There is a very long wait list for this program. There's, for this app, there's, I think, 2.5 million people as of August, and you have to pay to be screened. You have to pay, I think, $25 to even have them look at your application and consider it.
And so I think what makes this app very interesting is that a lot of celebrities allegedly have been on this app before, because there are some parameters where you're not allowed to talk about who's on the app, if you're on the app, right?
Yeah, you could get booted from it. It's like Fight Club of the dating apps. So if you take a screenshot, you get a warning, and if you take more than one or you are caught leaking who's on there, you could get the boot. So some celebrities that people might recognize that are on there, Simone Biles met her husband on there. Drew Barrymore has joked that she got stood up on a date from there. Charlize Theron. Olivia Rodrigo didn't have nice things to say about it, but she did indicate that she tried it. Channing Tatum, I was going to use his name. Trevor Noah, even Joe Jonas has been on there at different points. Recently, Taylor Swift's brother was supposedly on there. So I don't know who's leaking it. You're not supposed to be leaking it. But yes, celebrities, athletes, lots of public figures consider it to be a safer space because of that vetting process.
Well, I must say, it does feel good to know that these celebrities are going through the same thing that all of us are.
I want to ask you about AI, because we've talked a lot about AI, but how are some of these apps now using AI or integrating that into their programs?
Yeah, all of them are at this point, because all of the big tech companies are integrating it into everything. And Tinder very recently announced that they have an AI that they use called Chemistry, very aptly named, and they are using it to, I guess, automate and make more effective some of the match suggestions, saying that the compatibility will be higher because of the AI technology that they use.
Oh, interesting.
But
so it could be helpful.
Yes, it could be helpful, but they charge for all of these extra features, which is part of why Facebook dating is having a moment, apparently, too.
Tell me more.
So Facebook dating, I didn't even know this, but it was rolled out in 2019. And you don't have to, it's just a service. It's not a separate app or anything like that. It's sort of like Marketplace for dating, I guess. It's very popular, actually, surprisingly, among young people. There's this perception that Gen Z is not on Facebook, but they do. Some of them use Facebook dating because you don't have to pay anything extra for the top matches.
Well, it's kind of like, I feel like millennials are using Facebook still, but I'm using it more for Marketplace now than anything else.
Yes.
Like that's why I'm using it. And I think that we're seeing this generational shift on who's using what apps for what.
I have some people who are on Facebook and they're having a good time there. So
So fascinating.
Yeah,
Good conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jess. Dr. Jess, by the way, offers commentary on both tech and culture on our Instagram stories and Substack newsletter. We're going to link you up on our website. Go to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Right, well, still to come on the show, a major player in tech is driving its way into the Burgh, and it could change the way we move around the city. That's next.